This incident took place in China. A female bus driver was driving when 3 bullies on the bus suddenly approached her. They began threatening her and told her to stop the bus immediately. Other passengers were ignoring the situation, but one middle-aged man stood up and tried to stop them. However, showing no mercy, they started beating him. The bullies stopped the bus, dragged the driver into the woods nearby, and after a while, returned to the bus. It was certain that the driver was sexually harassed by them. Even though she returned with a terrible look on her face, her expression was still very calm. The driver then ordered the middle-aged man to get off the bus right away. The man complained to the driver that he was the only person trying to save her, but the driver shouted that she wouldn't start until the man got off. The man resisted, but the passengers joined in and forced him out of the bus with his luggage, and then the bus started to drive off. The man was upset, but there was nothing he could do, so he just looked at the back of the bus while it left him behind. Staring at the back of the bus, he was suddenly shocked. When the bus entered the curve, it did not slow down, and then it dropped down a cliff. The bus driver didn't reduce the speed on purpose. All the passengers on the bus died, except for the man who was kicked off the bus. This is a story about a dream. There was a person who was preparing for a trip. After he bought a plane ticket, he waited a few days with excitement and finally fell asleep a day before the trip. And he had a weird dream. He saw a woman in his dream wearing a colorful jacket. Her eyes and mouth were both wide open. Then she suddenly shook her body and started to dance like a mad person. Being surprised, he finally woke up. He checked the time and then he realized that the boarding time had already passed. All of a sudden, he received a phone call from his mother while he was thinking about what he should do next. As soon as he answered the phone, he heard his mother's anxious voice. She was worried about him. Confused, he turned on the television and the news made his heart drop. The plane that he was supposed to be on had crashed. Furthermore, the airline's logo looked very familiar to him. I was bullied when I was in high school. One day, I fell asleep while in class, and when I opened my eyes, it was already dark outside. During the class, no one bothered to wake me up, so I had to leave the classroom alone. The dark hallway was scary and tears were rolling down my face. I was really sad, realizing that I was being bullied. Anyway, I was passing by a full-length mirror in the middle of the school stairs. Then, as I was walking downstairs with my cell phone's flashlight, I saw myself in the mirror by accident, and I couldn't take my eyes off of it for a while. I was not reflected on the mirror. Being confused, I looked in the mirror straight ahead this time, but still, I couldn't see myself. Staring in the mirror for a few more minutes, I then screamed and ran out of the school. Come to think of it now, I think they didn't see me in the classroom that day,